Hey guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. My name is Candace St. James, and I just want to thank all of you for coming and wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm going to try to keep my videos on to every Saturday. I'll be publishing them, and so kind of where I first started. And so I just want to kind of keep it cohesive like that. But before we get started, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button right in the bottom corner, that big old bell button. And please tell all your friends, tell all your family about me. And here we go. Let's get fabulous! So many of my friends come and they ask me, Candace, how do you guys make money doing what you guys do? Do you guys make money as a drag queen? Is it profitable? And then if so, how do you get paid? How much do you get paid? And I'm here to answer all those questions to you. Basically, there are 5 different ways that or 5 or 6 ways that I know that we actually can get paid. Let's go and get started with the options. So there are 6 different ways that we go ahead and we make money. 5 or 6, I believe. And so the ones that I know of to the back of my mind is one of the ways that we do is we get it through tips. Basically, we are working through private events. We are working in a club typically because LGBT has taken over the whole scene for drag, because what did we learn? That we're not strippers. Yes, we are. But no, we're not though. Typically, we work in a nightclub. A lot of drag queens do. From there, what happens is that we do performances. So we lip sync. We use our talents. And so we go and use our talents to go ahead and we put on a performance. It depends on what genre you are. I go for more of a clown look, and that's just my average everyday look. But I'm a comedy queen. I like to make people laugh. I like to bring the house down. I like to do whatever I can to just make you laugh. I will fall to the ground at any given time. I will do all the illusions I have to get you guys to laugh and to smile. And given the opportunity, I will even do a stand-up comedy. I've done it before. So, but it just depends. Some people lip sync, some people are dance. Some people are dancing queens. I can dance. It's not my passion. I don't dance a whole lot. Like I do, but I don't. So that's typically for my lip syncs. We are responsible for 2 lip syncs a night typically. And so for my thing, I typically will do a comedy skit. I will do a funny parody for what I do. And that's how my routine looks. And typically when we go and we get in our club mode, we are there to play on a character. We are there to go ahead and make people believe that we are just the queen of the ball. So the way that we go ahead and we make money is through tips. So basically when we're doing our show, if you go ahead and if you like what we do, if you like what we're doing, then you go ahead and hold up a 1, a 5, a 10, a 20, whatever you can give, whatever you would like to give, because that is how we do make our living. For example, if you're in a club and you're sitting there and the drag queens all getting down and they're doing their thing and they're bringing the house down, they're doing this, they're doing that, and you like what you see, bam, you hold up a 1 or 5 or 10 or a 20 and you wave that in the air, you say, yeah! And then basically, if I was on the stage, I would see you and I would see it. It's like it's covered in rainbows. It's covered in an aura. I know when I see money. And so the drag queen will walk over to you actually. What will come and will do something, like some kind of stunt to you, for you. And you take that money and they start the rest of their show. Liked what you see? Don't be afraid to tip them. It's, you do tip drag queens. You tip people who are doing a service to you. Considering they're entertainers, you would tip Chippendales that they can come and interact with you. That's what you do with a drag queen as well. We bring entertainment to people. So the second way that you can go ahead and the drag queens can make money is through booking fees. And typically in my experience, I typically see this with a lot of traveling people. When people go ahead and get a booking fee, it's because they're being hired for some kind of private event. They're being hired by another club to come and travel quite a bit of ways. And so basically what happens is you will negotiate with the club promoter. You can negotiate a fee. Depending on your experience, you can go ahead and ask for something smaller, or you can ask for something more depending on your experience. And what goes into that experience is you might have titles. You're gonna be asking for a lot more if you do have titles, if you're gonna be going for a long ways away. And when it comes to typically with a booking fee, typically it's people who go a long way or come from a long ways. And basically the staff, people coming from a long ways to be a special guest for a show. Typically, I've seen it with a lot of RuPaul queens that, certain clubs hire to come and give one night to go ahead and help bring in more business. And basically what a booking fee is it's a fee that you're gonna attach to whatever performance you do. It's gonna cover all your basic expenses to get there, to get shelter. Is the club, you will negotiate that with either club promoter, a party coordinator, or whatever, and they can go ahead and negotiate a price price. Typically, if you are a queen that has titles like your Miss Gay US of A, you're gonna be asking for a lot higher of a booking fee than most other people, versus somebody who is a new queen might just go for a little bit lower just to get the experience of doing it. So typically, you know, you can go ahead and that is one way that a drag queen can go ahead and make extra money, is because they can negotiate a price, which is their base price for doing the show, and then on top of that, their food and shelter is covered through that. And so basically the coordinator goes and they provide you all your necessary basic needs as far as like shelter, the hotel room, and your food, and the way to get around. Do you guys like birthday parties? Let me go ahead and tell you a third way that drag queens make money is by throwing birthday parties. It's like, oh my goodness. Yes, basically drag queens make money through doing a birthday party. I typically go ahead and talk with the person who's coordinating the party to see exactly what they want, but you can totally negotiate a booking fee because they're gonna be booking you, and so you're gonna need a basic fee for that. Depending on your experience, you can totally go ahead and make money that way. Being private parties and doing drag there's a big market for that right now. People are wanting something a little different. Have you ever had a party where it was just drab and nobody was, you know, really there for you, but they were there for the food and you just never really felt special? You need a hire drag queen. I'll toot your horn any day. And not just birthday parties, drag queens can totally do almost anything. All you need to do is just let us know exactly how you want it and we'll be able to deliver exactly what you want.
Other events, not
other events. And porn. Another way that drag queens go ahead and make money is we sell our shit. Basically, what happens is once we get more familiar in the community, people become more well-known, or we become more well-known, people go ahead and drag artists start making their own merchandise. And a big endorser of that is dragqueenmerch.com. Other artists will sell their own wigs. I know James Mansfield goes ahead and she sells her wigs that she creates on her YouTube channel, as well as other beauty products. And I know other drag artists also go ahead and they sell hair products or different kinds of things, but typically in a smaller regional setting, it's going to be shirts, purses, pins, whatever you want. Typically, that is another way that a drag queen can go ahead and make money, is they merchandise by selling their stuff to the crowd whenever they appear. Typically, when a guest performer appears at a club, it's going to be, typically they're going to have a table in the back with a bunch of merchandise laid out, and you can go ahead and buy whatever you would like to buy. That is the next way that a drag queen can go ahead and make money. So the last two things kind of coincide with each other, but I really think that they're together but separate kind of entities. So I'm going to kind of list them together, but also kind of try to keep them as separate as possible. So basically the next one I would say is social media is the next way the drag queens can make money. So if you produce music, if you go ahead and act in a movie, act in a TV show, you're going to be getting paid a certain amount of money to do that show, to do that particular project. But then with the whole royalty thing that just depends on how often the show was aired. Basically, you make a royalty off of that. How often the show's aired, how often is that commercial coming on, how often is that program being played, how often are you in the episode. Those are all royalties, and every time that the song comes on the radio, the song comes on whatever, and do we even say radio anymore? I don't think we do. I mean, anytime where you see your stuff broadcasted, your commercial, your whatever, you will be paid a royalty. So these are the ways that drag queens can go ahead and make money. Hey guys, it's me, Candace St. James. Thank you so much for supporting me and all that, because I didn't think that it was gonna be this much of a hit. But you know, thank you guys for coming back and supporting me through all this. It takes a lot for me to get up in this kind of drag, and then also in front of a camera, no less. So I really do thank you guys, and keep staying tuned, because I'm gonna be more educative for everybody, parents, people, everybody included. And I just want to go ahead and say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Happy holidays, by the way, because it is Christmas Eve for me. I am shooting right now. There you go.